Hello, merchant tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we got started in our little ball pit ship, and oops, that's actually not what I wanted to do. I want to restock a little bit before we buy some more sugar, basically. So, we are a little bit low. Actually, you know, we've got 5. Well, let's get up to 10 of each, just because we're going to go on a bit longer of a trip today. So we're going to spend a little bit of money on some food and some water, and take up some precious cargo space. And then we're going to travel, we're going to try to head towards Italy or Venice. I could also start with XCOM, then rage quit to Star Drive. Well, I really want to play Star Drive, and I think today is the last, like, I posted to YouTube the last episode that I had recorded already, so I want to get some more ready so I can keep the daily going. Alright, buy some more sugar. We could probably argue him down. I'm going to forget to do this a lot of the time, because it's kind of finagly and it takes a bit of, like, it's kind of slow. But it's and I keep clicking the wrong button. It's a lot of menu messing around, but you can generally save a couple bucks. I did it wrong. Maybe you can only ask him to change the price once. Whatever. Load up on sugar. We got the sugar ship. And we're going to head down for an adventure. Alright, we can sail for 33 days. That should be long enough to get almost anywhere in the Mediterranean. Unless I get absolutely horribly lost, and in which case we'll all starve to death. But, you know, it's the life of a trader, basically. Alright, so, we're going south. Remember, where are we going? We're going into the Mediterranean, so you gotta go around Spain to, what is it, Gibraltar, I believe? We're gonna skip Seville. I don't know. I'm gonna mispronounce a lot of city names. You can't, you know, give me a break, right? So, this is like, you know, Geography 101. Morocco should be below us, or whatever it was called in 1500s. There is... see, I have got some secret knowledge. Because I've played this game before, I should remember where most of the cities are. Bam! I found... I don't even know where I found. I found Valencia. Okay, this would be pretty Aragon style. I'm pretty sure this was before Castile and Aragon sort of merged. I think. Let's just see what they've got in Valencia so we can remember for later. Just see if it's a good price. 45, we've seen better than that for our sugar. And we can buy... What can you buy in Valencia? Probably wool. But I don't know if that's a great price or not, to be honest. Okay. And let's stop by the bar, because, you know, we're cool like that. They might have some mates. Yeah. We'll spend a bit of money. What? We're out to get anyone from Portugal? That doesn't sound very nice. We better get out of here. Valencia should be allied to Spain, or Castile, however you want to say it. We can actually check. There are only 3 big factions in this game. There are much more in the second game. Oh, this place is a little bit somewhat allied with Turkey. Turkey is the one that will most certainly go to war with everyone else all the time. I don't think Portugal and Spain go to war hardly ever. So we don't have to worry about that too much. Everyone loves Portugal, right? Anyway, let's get out of here. Now, depending on what port you're in, some ports will have access to better ships than others. Some won't even have all the stores because they're just not as large of a city, basically. So if you want to make the best ship, you actually have to, yourself, invest in a city and make it grow. Which we'll get around to. I guess we could check this, this fleet beside us. So this is a Turkish trade ship. Maybe that's the guy we were talking to back in the bar. Anyway, his fleet's way too big for us. Okay, we're in... well, we're in the Mediterranean anyway. I think there's a port up here. No. One more to the right, maybe. Well, there might be one here. You can also follow the AI ships if you're new and you don't want to cheat. They will sail pretty directly to whatever port they want to go to. We didn't have to find this one, so... What is this? This looks like southern France, probably, right? Marseille, of course. This is how we learned geography when we were young. We're just gonna stop by quick. I don't want to waste too much time. I've got a plan. We need to get it working out. How much money do you want to give me for my sugar? Nah, I want to get over 50 if I can. I don't think these guys have anything. Marseille, you suck. Stupid French. So, some of these towns, it's unlikely will really come back anytime soon, because they're not... If they're not known for any specifically good to export, I don't see really the point of hanging out here, or coming back regularly, or manipulating their market prices. But if we go south, there should be one... Yeah, that port is slightly more important. Oops. Actually, there's a port there on that island, whatever that island is, that's really good. Although it's not directly related to our current strategy, but I'll show it off anyway. So what is this? This is Tunis. Have you heard about troubles out at sea? Well, yeah, sailing into storms is pretty bad, but usually the Mediterranean is safe. Just don't sail down into Africa until you're ready, like West Africa. It's not good for your health. We're not nearly experienced enough to go there. Yeah, they only sell olive oil in Tunis. These guys... Okay, this is definitely the kind of port that we're never going back to. Unless we're, like, hunting down for first mates, or second mates, or third mates, mates in general. We're not going to come back here. A lot of these towns I don't remember well, because I learned early on that there was no point in going there. Although, I think this is Mallorca? We're about to find out. This place is amazing. Yeah. Am I saying it right? Is it Majorca or is it Mallorca? It's probably with a ya. So this is a very small town. You would not be able to buy a very large ship here, for instance. He only has small vessels. But if you are looking for grains, friends, like just plain old grain, this is the place to go. $10. I think we saw some up in Marseille, but there's a lot more towns around here, and you can use grain to manipulate markets because you can buy so much, assuming you have the cargo space, and you can use that to play with the economies. We're not in a position to do that yet, or at least it would happen very slowly with 70 cargo space. But remember this place for later. We will definitely be back. We're going to take a small side trip before we head to Naples. But, or maybe, no, maybe it's Nice we're going to. I can't remember the name of all the cities, but we're going to head up here first. Just because there's a couple more cities I want to check out, sort of on the west coast of Italy. A port is rumored to lie in these waters. Would it be Naples? It might be Naples. I was thinking about skipping this one, but we'll go here first. Naples is fairly large. What have you guys got? Okay, they still don't have the artwork. This is what we're really looking for right now. That's fine. How much would you pay for some sugar? Not a lot. So it looks like we're getting some pretty standardized rates for sugar. We still have a couple more towns in our Mediterranean and exploration adventures before we get to the good stuff. Mostly keep in mind Mallorca for grain so far. I think there's another one right here, though. Would be Corsica or something, maybe? Maybe not. Or maybe on the south of the island. There are some maps, some areas with two. Well, maybe there aren't any here. I thought there was a second port on this map, but I may be wrong. Let's head up into this little north bay here. There's got to be one here. Yeah. Debark in Genoa. Okay. I don't remember going to Genoa a lot, but I think there is something here. No. Cloth. Cloth for a pretty cheap price. I think that's actually quite low. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe there was just... I haven't been checking, but it could be that some of these places are really good for selling. Or that they will buy something for a lot of money. Well, you can see right there, I can buy grain down in Mallorca for 10 and sell it here for 19. That's 100%, almost what? It's a 90% profit. But you need a lot of cargo space for that to work. But yeah, artwork, I believe, other than gold, I think artwork is the second most valuable profit, or second most expensive good. And gold is very hard to find, so, you know, artwork is good. Alright. Let's check the bar. There might be mates in Genoa. Probably should have checked Naples as well, actually. Yeah. Jose! Jose will join! This is like the youngest guy you can get, I think. Now, Conrad, probably not. This guy is one of the coolest mates you can get. This will be a late game captain we'll have join up later on, for sure. 18 gold to learn that Genoa doesn't have anything. The guys that are in here are like, yeah, Genoa sucks. Alright, thanks for nothing, Genoa. Oops. Is the chat dead? I don't know. I can't tell. 12 days, alright. We're gonna have to speed this up a little bit. 10 minutes in this video, we haven't even got to my target. We're gonna head... Ah, see, I knew there was another port around here somewhere. Alright. We found Pisa. Oh yeah, maybe Pisa is where I wanted to go. Hold on, hold on. I have a feeling this might be it. Do you have the goods I'm looking for? Yes! Artwork! Success, everyone! So, I believe there is another port, maybe Nice, in fact, where you can get, or maybe even Venice. There is a place where you can get artwork for cheaper, I think. But this is still a pretty good deal. So what we're going to do is unload our sugar and then buy as much artwork as we can afford. You can also see the price went down after we sold the sugar. Did you guys notice? I wonder if I can get a little bit off. Oops. Come on. He won't haggle right now, unfortunately. So we just have to buy it. One thing to keep in mind, if you buy in different batches, like say we bought 17, and then another 17 afterwards, the second batch would cost more than the first batch. So buy in bulk if you can. And then the price goes up because we just spend a bunch of money on art. You can also invest. I forgot to mention that. We don't have a lot of money though, so it's not going to happen. Alright, we're almost out of food, but we'll be okay. We've got a lot of artwork on our hands. We were told previously that Alexandria is the place to sell artwork. I have bad news. I don't think we can make it to Alexandria in 10 days easily. We might be able to, but I wouldn't want to push our luck. So we're just going to go here and sell it in Mallorca. And then we're going to make a ton of money. Alright, let's sell our artwork for a lot of profit. Bam! 13k of gold. One trip. If I hadn't messed around for so long exploring all those cities, think about how much money we could have today. I'm gonna buy some grain. Although, let's save 10 spots for some food and some water. Our ship is not big enough to really make profit on grain. To restock. If I didn't mention it, lumber will let you repair your ship at sea if you buy lumber. But it takes up precious cargo space, so I tend to not buy it unless we're going on a really long trip. Like to the New World. Alright, I think we may have already found, like, one of the more profitable trades already. Now, if you just sell artwork everywhere, the prices will keep... Like, if you just... Like, say we just picked up artwork in Pisa and sold it in Naples, you could make that trip a couple times profitable, but if you're not buying anything in Naples, eventually the price there will decrease so much that you're not really making any money. Plus, the price in Pisa will keep going up the more you buy. So we sell our grain, pretty good profit. I mean, it's double what we made a good percentage. It's just we didn't make a huge margin, or we had a good margin, but we didn't have a lot of total. You know what I mean, guys. So we need something to sell here for artwork to continue to be really profitable, basically. Because the price at 327, we're getting pretty close to that 400 number that we can sell at. But I mean, we might as well milk it while we're here, basically. Let's go to a couple really close ports just to make some quick cash, quick grab. We'll go back up to Genoa, and then we'll probably do one to Naples as well. Just sort of mess with all the nearby markets. How much would we make? That's a good profit. We bought it for like less than that, right? But the trouble is you can't just keep doing the same trade over and over unless you've got something to come back to the port with, basically. Still, this has been a pretty good start. We're making a lot of money really quickly, so we're going to be able to expand our fleet before too much longer. Which is, of course, once it starts getting more fun. Start buying new ships. Oops, nothing to sell. So what's the price now? 327. We'll still make a profit, but not a huge one this time. And then I didn't even see, but it probably went up to like 350 or something. To the point that you're not making much money per artwork. But think about it this way. The grain, although it had a over 100% markup, we bought it for 9, sold it for 21. But we could only buy 50 grain, so 50 times 10 is only a $500 profit. 500 ducats, I don't know, whatever. Whereas the artwork, especially when we were buying it for 200, from 200 to 400 was a much larger overall markup. Even 200 to 350 or 300 to 400 on 50 cargo, you'd make a lot more money. Alright, so we're up to 22,000 gold. Also, a good thing to keep in mind, you can only carry 60,000 gold at once. I can't believe how quickly we made all that money. That's great. I'm going to try buying some wool here. I'm pretty sure it's a good price. And we're going to sell that back at... We're going to sell that back up at Pisa one last time. This is the last time we do the Pisa route for now. Right here. Also, with all these short little trips, we're not getting a whole lot of experience, so there's that. So, do we make money? We bought it for 40. Oh, yeah. I should have been buying wool for sure every time I went to Naples. That's a really good markup, actually. What's the price right now? 344. Not great, but we'll make a little bit of money, so I might as well buy them while I'm here. Alright. Alright, I feel pretty confident in my knowledge of this bit of the Mediterranean, so let's head on to the next part. Pisa for art, Naples for wool, Majorca for grain. What I'd like to do is find Alexandria and see if we can make more than 400 per unit. 13 days... Actually, hold on. Yeah, let's see if I can buy a little bit of food here before we continue on. I don't really want to sell my art here at the moment, but I want to buy... Oh, we're full. Alright, well... I filled up on art. It's always a good sign when you can fill your entire ship up with artwork. Although our ship is quite small. Once we start getting like 500, 600 size ships, it's going to be really difficult to buy that much artwork. Although we will eventually. You'll have more cargo that you can actually sell and hold the gold for, which is pretty cool. We're looking for Alexandria, by the way, which I believe is right along here, somewhere along here, yeah. You should be able to see the Nile coming up from North Africa there. Let's see if we make tons of money. The trouble is, some of these ports will be allied with Turkey over here, and they may not trade with us, depending on, you know, stuff, politics. Or they may still give us a really bad deal anyway. Okay, 428, that's about the most expensive we've actually seen artwork go for. I'm going to actually save a little bit, because I want to go to Istanbul. But, that's fine. What can you buy in Alexandria? I don't think anything here is a good deal. I don't remember going to Alexandria very often, to be honest. But I think it is time to go to the tavern again. And just have a look. Francisco, I think we've already met him. I don't think he's... He did join! Maybe we didn't meet him yet. Anyway, we've got 3 captains ready to go. I think you only need 5 to get a full fleet. Like, I think it's a 6 fleet max. 6 ship max. Nothing going on in Alexandria? Come on. Start the party. Tunis has nothing. Okay, let's try the bartender, the waitress. She just loves the gold. Alright, well you guys suck. These guys, they're not helping out much. Actually, you know, one thing we could afford is probably the sextant and the telescope right now. I just want to see what the port is, because I'm curious. It is very Turkish. So that's mostly because they're so close to this. I think Istanbul is the capital, pretty obviously, and it's very close to this one. Our ship is still in fine shape. Hasn't taken any damage. Let's check our mates out. I forgot. When we recruited Jose, I forgot to show him off. He's the same age as us, and he's actually really smart. He's not good in combat, but he makes a really good secondary captain for you. And he actually, I think some of these guys are more loyal than others, and they're easier to keep loyal. Marco starts at 20, Jose starts at 28, for instance. I don't remember using Francisco very much. He's very weak in combat, but I guess we're just getting all the young captains right now. Let's have a quick check here. I don't like investing a whole lot of money in this kind of stuff early on. Like, we're going to buy better icons. It kind of gives you luck and better weapons for boarding and stuff. But early on, I need all my money for artwork, so I don't like to spend too much. But I'll buy a sextant and a telescope, and I'll show what those do. I believe with the telescope, we'll be able to see... we'll identify new ports as soon as we enter the area, rather than having to go adjacent, basically. Yeah, let's get a little bit more water. You can always get water for free, but you do have to pay for food. Unfortunately, once we get a larger fleet, you gotta spend a bit more time micromanaging food and water for every single ship. There's no automatic, you know, fill all ships up to this amount of food and water, unfortunately. We only have one person send us off. That's very sad. Alright, so Alexandria, you know, there you go. You got to see Alexandria. I don't think there's anything else to the east. There's nothing really along the coast of Jerusalem or anything. It's not a very exciting place. But we do want to go to Istanbul up here. Or Constantinople, whatever you want to call it. It's got lots of names. Alright, so assuming they trade with us, I believe they have an interesting trade good here. You can also try to speak to the Sultan. But he doesn't like us either. Yeah, we're allowed to trade. Alright, good. Oh, okay, I think this must mean... Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah, this is another place you can buy artwork at. Sweet. So we found a second artwork salesman. And this is a pretty good deal. We might just go back down to Alexandria and sell it really quickly. We'll be maxed out on cash in no time. There's likely to find mates in Istanbul. It's a pretty huge port. One of the 3 capitals of the world. Fernando! He doesn't want to join up. How about Alfonso? I don't remember Alfonso very much. And Benedetto? No, none of these guys want to join up. Really expensive to drink here. And all they tell us is his Genoa sucks. Couple more tips and then I'm out of here. Come on, Pauline, help a bro out. Tell me something. She'll stop saying thank you eventually. She'll say something else. Yeah, we're so kind. You can sort of level up the relationship with all the girls. Alright. Let's take our artwork and head to Alexandria. I want to start heading back towards Lisbon before too long now. For reasons. Actually, what I really need to do is build some new ships. Probably do that in the next episode. We definitely have the money for it right now. And then we can actually maximize our profit a lot more by... Instead of just buying 50 artwork, once we've got the gold, we can load up an entire ship at a better deal, basically. Alright. Seeing as they supposedly had a good price on artwork in Alexandria, we'll sell it off right here. It's not that great. The price already deflated a fair bit, but that was another 10k in profit, I would say. I'm not sure if cotton is cheap here. It might be. It is often the lowest trade good that's cheap. Maybe if we go to the bar, they'll tell us that cotton is cheap. I'm not sure. Sometimes they tell you stuff like that. Pisa will pay a fine price for ivory. We're not going to be able to get ivory anytime soon. Okay, that guy seems like a jerk. We don't keep ties with any port. Seems like they're pretty Turkish, though, to be honest. Oops. Too much frame skip. I hear Gonzalez pirate ships are heading towards Da Nang. That sounds like it's somewhere over in, like, Southeast Asia, so we're not going to have to worry about that. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to waste too much time fishing for gossip. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I don't know if this is actually a good deal, but we're going to buy some wool, or some cotton, that is. I think I can afford a loss, even if this is a bad deal. So you guys remember, 54 gold. That's the number. Let's see if we actually make a profit on this adventure. Probably need to restock again. I'm keeping our water and food stocks as low as I can, just to give us the most cargo space that I can do. Alright. So I think I've got basically one more town I want to show off in the Mediterranean before we get out of here. I don't think there's any more to the east. Although, I mean, I could be wrong about that. But we haven't gone to Venice yet. Oops. So we'll sail by, like, Croatia and Serbia and all that. I don't think they get any cities. Or you'd see them somewhere around here. And they should pop up now that we have the telescope really quickly. Let's see it in action. Yeah, there you go. So, this is the one we really wanted to go to. Approximately Venice, I believe. I remember sailing to Venice a lot. So let's see what they've got. We definitely made a profit on the cotton. We bought it for 45 or something. So Alexandria, cotton. That's where you go for that stuff. And we can buy porcelain. Okay, that's not that great. But porcelain is, I think, worth about 100 in most places. It's not as good as artwork, but I think what I used to do was I went back and forth between Venice and Pisa and traded porcelain for artwork a lot. Or Istanbul. But, like I said, you can't always dock in Istanbul. Actually, hold on, before I leave. Let's check the bar. You never know. Even in Vezil, we are charting the waters right now. Marseille doesn't have anything. Yeah, I'm just hoping we get some nice little tip. I think, for the most part, it's almost quicker to just find stuff on your own. Istanbul was definitely art, but we already knew that. Oh, Maria. Yeah, alright, these guys... You guys aren't very helpful. Alright. I think what we do is we set sail for Pisa, and then we head back to Lisbon. And then we end the episode, and next time we build ourselves a bigger ship. With all of our big money. And then we come back, or we go somewhere else. Whatever we do, we focus on making tons and tons of gold until we have a big fleet. And then we have a gold fleet. And then once we're amazingly rich, we build a battle fleet and we go conquer the seas. I don't think it'll actually take all that long. I wasn't sure how long this game would take me to complete the Let's Play of, but I get the feeling it's going to be like a 10-parter or so, or less. Depends if I want to do like a travel around the world thing and visit every single port, or... We'll have to go to the Caribbean at least, but I don't know if I'm going to go all the way around the world. It takes forever. Kind of like real-life sail travel. Alright, yeah, look at that porcelain. We bought this for like 60. That's pretty fine. And that should have dropped down the price of artwork a little bit. It's a bit. What we really need to do is dump a lot of goods here until the price of artwork goes back down to 200. But it's going to be a lot easier to do that once we've got more ships with more cargo space. So we've kind of, you know, we've accidentally inflated the price of artwork really high so far by buying a lot of it. But we'll take this back to Lisbon. There's a reason I'm going to do that specifically, actually. Wherever, like, remember if you were paying attention, when I showed you guys the price percentage in the tavern for a port, it goes down to about 50%. What you really want to do before you start buying ships or building new ships is you want to get that deflated as much as you can. So get one port down to like 50% if you can manage it. And that way the price of the ships is also less. Not only can you buy for cheap and sell for less profit, but it makes the buying of an entire fleet of vessels really cheap. And I'm thinking... I might do it in Seville, actually. I think that the thing is... Basically... This place has access to bigger ships than Lisbon. Not the best ships, but I don't have enough money for those yet. But, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm not 100% we can get galleons on Lisbon. There is something better, of course. But it takes a lot of money. I think it takes, like, something pushing 1 million gold to get to galleons. You could just buy a pre-built galleon, but that would be dumb. We're gonna build a ship. Alright, let's continue to Lisbon, but I think... Oh, hold on. Let's, I almost ran out of food and water. To be honest, we did run out of food, but there's kind of a fractional... Like, we still had food for 2 days, even though it said we had 0 actual units of food. When you've got a small crew, it kind of keeps track of that for you. Professional yoga guru? I can take that, I guess. How much does it pay? Does it? Which one pays better, math or yoga? Actually, math sounds hard. Forget that. Alright. So I wanted to check before we ended this episode. Can we actually build galleons here? No. So basically it's Seville or we're stuck with a Carrack. Now, Carracks, they do have a pretty large cargo space, but galleons are bigger, and that's what we're going to go with. Although, we might not be a very high-level captain, but we'll deal with that next time. Alright, YouTube, thanks for watching. Next time, starting to build our own fleet. Yeah.